he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. And it's Holiday in at the...
Good time, there's gonna be good time, good time. I know there's gonna be oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaFord.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Kyle Kuzma.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Bobby Portis out there with Turner. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in at the point. And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
Now, here's Grant. The shot's good.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
Rollins the pass to Portis. On the wing, Harris. Portis sets the pick for Harris. Back to Portis. The rebound by Grant. To the paint. Holiday finds Sharp. Can't hit from in close. Harris looking it over. Trent passes to Portis. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial two-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
In low, Williams trying to break free. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number one, the Trailblazers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
First team foul.
Avdia kicks to Williams. Holiday against Rollins. Grant outside. From the arc.
Impactful defense from Portis, using not just his long reach, but also his footwork and to stay on his assignment.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Grant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
Well, he's not just a shooter. Harris is also adept at getting inside and finishing at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A free throw off from Harris. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. Avdia after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And it's Sharp missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Rollins. Harris outside. Rollins the pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Portis the screen. Here's Rollins. The Trailblazers pull it in. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Now, here's Portis. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant. That gets the bucket.
That right there shows how confident Trent Jr. is. Feels like he can score whenever he wants.
Up up Sharp, guarded by Harris. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent. And Anthony subbed in for Harris. Portland also making some changes. Klingon comes in for Grant. And it's Tamani Kamara in for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Avdia, a three-pointer off the mark. That will count. And that does it for the first quarter. The Trailblazers lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got A.J. Green, also Anthony out there. And it's Coffey in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second. Green missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the inside. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sims.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here is Cook. Here's Klingon. Banked in off the glass. Klingon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And what's scary about Klingon, he's still learning how to score around the rim. Donovan will only get better.
Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Number 1, Denny Avdia.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Yeah, and on top of his vision, he's just a naturally unselfish player, always looking to make the right play.
And this is why you work Kuzma into these sets, because he knows how to take advantage.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain for a title in Milwaukee.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey team, Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. It's Trent on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Trent's got 6.
Much more than serviceable from deep. You got to be tighter on Trent.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first look at the Bucks. Williams is checked in for Donovan Klingon. Here's Williams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Grant and the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
And as his career has progressed, Dan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Portis in for Kyle Kuzma. And a switch here also for Portland. Sharp checked in for Tamani Kamara. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Williams finds Avdia. Now here is Holiday. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Portis. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Rollins. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Rollins. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Grant dishes to Holiday. Grant in the post, guarded by Harris. Grant in the post. Harris is there. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Rollins the pass to Turner. From deep, Trent. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Trent's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
Grant for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Bucks trail by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Portis, the pass to Rollins. Back to Portis. Pass to Harris. Portis sets the pick for Harris. 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Fires away from outside. Jeremy Grant, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Portland Trailblazers.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, no one can play a perfect game. So they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq.
Word.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Bucks trail by 7. Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
On the floor for Portland, the wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Grant is out there with Williams, and it's Holiday in at the point. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Rollins the pass to Harris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
That bucket in no time at all. Sharp's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you guys.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now, here is Holiday. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Grant. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rollins. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Holiday. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Grant.
Such an energetic defender. Turner loves getting the chances to use his length again.
For 3, Portis bangs home the trifecta. Portis has got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Robert Williams.
Love the toughness Turner showed on that tape. Just willing it past.
called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamar is checked in. And that one falls for Turner.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. Two skills every team wants in one package.
No good from Grant. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. With the drive. The shot by Turner, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on the lead scorer. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Grant on the wing. To Williams. No good again that time. Milwaukee has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Holiday against Anthony. And here's Trent outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Well, look, with a guy like Grant, you've got someone who can defend all 5 positions on the court. Guys like that don't come along every day.
Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Murray comes in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Grant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Grant's got 16.
Well, he is putting up some numbers tonight. Jeremy Grant getting it done.
Anthony finds Portis. Trent outside. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Yeah. Remain on the track.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
So here's Portland's starting group. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Holiday in at the point. Clock at 4. Here's Grant. And the basket is good.
Yeah, Grant showing you great confidence inside and his ability to score at the rim.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Portis. Trent from long range. Williams grabs the board. Avdia with it. Turner covering. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Avdia.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Portis outside. Out to Harris. Here's Trent. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Grant, the pass to Holiday. Now Sharp. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Holiday, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, good execution and close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Rollins. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Portland moving it around. Outside Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
To the left side wing, Turner passes to Trent. Turner inside. Williams defending. Nice shot by Turner.
And you know, he's no stranger to physical play inside at either end. Turner's as tough as they come.
Pass to Holiday. Now Grant. Fades. And it's Portland scoring again.
Yeah, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
Bucks trail by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Brian, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Rollins passes to Turner. Here's Trent. Inside. And And it's Portis. That time on the assist from Trent.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Avdia outside. Pass to Grant. Shoots over Portis. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Rollins gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Grant. Back to Sharp. Now here's Holiday. Takes it inside. And Turner with the block.
The offense really feeling the effects of Turner's 7'4" wingspan there.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Milwaukee making some changes. Kuzma's checked in for Portis. He subbed in for Harris. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Anthony. Here's the three. Portland with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It seemed like they were forcing shots, and the shooting percentage reflected that.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Sharp, no good. The Bucks trail. Anthony outside. There's the screen by Kuzma. And he banks in the layup.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Sharp against Anthony. Sharp passes to Williams. Good on the shot. Williams has got his second basket.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Outside, Green to the paint. Here's Turner. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And stolen by Anthony. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Rollins. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Chalk up 2 there.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Holiday from long range. Pure from three-point range. Holiday's got 9. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Inside we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Then it's Murray, and it's Rupert in at the 1. Down low. Here's Klingon. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Klingon's got his first bucket in this one.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
And Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Avdia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
Pass to Murray. Here's Cook. Green covering. Here's Cook. Here's Klingon. 3 on the clock. He shoots it. Murray, no good. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Anthony outside. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Timeout called, the Blazers. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Sims. Trent comes in for Coffee. And Harris is subbed in for Green. Then for Portland, Grant's checked in for Murray. Avdia comes in for Cook. And Holiday subbed in for Rupert. Harris on the wing. Portis with it. Klingen's there. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Kamara. Here's Grant. That shot off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Anthony. There's the block. Outside Holiday. Avdia from outside. Sinks it from distance. Avdia's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Trent for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Holiday drives in. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Pass to Trent. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. Trent's got his 3rd basket of the night. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Shot clock at 5. Basket counts. Avdia's got 7 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Milwaukee making some changes. Turner, he's checked in for Kuzma, and it's Rollins in for Anthony on that shot. He has 7.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Avdia passes to Graham. Going inside, and speed leads to a monster jam. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. And we're not even in the second half.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Pass to Portis, puts up a deep 3, and it's Portland with a rebound. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Back to Sharp. Holiday surveying the floor. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Avdia, good.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Here's Rollins. He's covered by Holiday. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there?
The Texan opening inside and converts.
Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player, Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Harris down low. Trent for 3. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Trent's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
Pass to Sharp. Grant outside. Sharp passes to Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee in the lead. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Portis. That one a little long. Outside Holiday to the middle. Oh, Grant throws it down. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Trailblazers leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It usually takes some time for rookies to adjust, I'm telling you, man. But this group is playing like they've already been here for a while.
Preparation, Kenny. These guys got some good coaching before they arrived.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after one half of play.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of a Adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Bobby Portis out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Here's Rollins. He's covered by Holiday. Portis. Grant brings a double. Here's Rollins. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got assist number 7 tonight. Portland has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little.